Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. And we're doing the Wicked game once more. And Wicked is playing Irelia. So this was the game he was actually waiting for last time. There was apparently a miscommunication with Snoopy. Snoopy was supposed to wait for them and then thought he had to wait for... or they were going to wait for him. Or something like that. But yeah, he played another game, and yeah, that's why they had to wait, and that's why Wicked actually got to play a game of Dominion. But yeah, well, whatever. We're playing Irelia here, and starting off with cloth armor and some health potions. And yeah, once again the stream has been turned down, the volume, because, well, they are discussing all kinds of things on the chat, and I didn't want that interfering with the cast. Yeah, normally the problem is that they play copyrighted music, which is much more annoying. This could actually work. It doesn't really matter too much that you hear some chatter in the background, but in this case they were talking so much that I decided to turn it down or turn it off. So yeah, defending the blue only a little there, so basically looking whether or not the enemy is there. But for the most part they are just at the raids, because the jungler, which is Maokai, is going to start at raids. So I'm not sure what he does after raids, whether he goes to red buff or goes for something else. Irelia apparently goes for the double golems. And oh, there Gangplank came in. I'm not sure what he came to do, but it seems that Wicked is going to pick up the double golems here, which is an odd thing to do, but I guess it gives you more experience than the lane, the lane minions. This is kind of an odd trick. I've never seen that, but yeah, it normally takes too long and it doesn't give you enough. Wow, it takes him a long time to take this down. And I'm not sure if that's worth it, because he lost 3 minions now. Well, 2 so far, and that's the third one, and he wasn't in range for that third one either. And he lost another one, but he did get the experience from that one. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's because he's up against Udyr and he knows that he doesn't really have a chance against Udyr. To be honest, I have no clue. Because, yeah, I'm only just starting to learn the finesses of playing the top lane. And yeah, I don't know all of the matchups yet. I know that Irelia has very good top lane, and I know that Udyr is pretty good top lane, but I'm not sure who will win in in the general fight between them. So like this is. Anyway, this is GBT versus CLG, or whatever they call themselves nowadays. Yeah, Wicked is part of CLG now. He was with Absolute Legends, and then Absolute Legends got absorbed by CLG, something like that. So they're kind of the B team. But yeah, so far he's doing okay. He has gotten a lot more minions, it seems, than Udyr. We haven't seen Udyr in a while. Udyr is still there, so he's picking up the experience, but not the gold. He is going to run in now, doing some damage, not taking out the minions, not even last hitting most of them. And that is kind of strange. Yeah, he's trying to keep Irelia away from the minions, but so far not really successful. I would say the jungler is near because he's getting so aggressive, but that's not necessarily true. It could also just be that he wanted to go do something else and wanted to push the lane. But normally pushing the lane like this is not a good idea. So Irelia still has some health pots, and yeah, with the jungler coming in, now gets a pretty successful gank off. They got a lot of damage done, and even though there may not be a summoner spell used or a kill, or well, they didn't get a kill. They basically got nothing out of that except some damage, but it is really successful because now Irelia has a free lane for a while at least, and Udyr can choose to either go back to heal up, or he's going to have to stay in at very low health, and he is obviously going to heal that back up. I think he will stay in, so we will see him in a second, but I'm not actually sure. I'm also not sure if he has teleport, because Irelia does not. Yeah, he did stay in because his mana is at half, so he didn't go back. I'm just not sure what he did in the meantime. Probably healed up on some minions or something like that. Well, that seems very unlikely, by the way, because he only has the 3% lifesteal from Doran's Blade. He might have runes and masteries that give him more lifesteal though. I have no clue. And wow, that was that was not a good engage for the Man-Bear Pig. Now Udyr really not coming out of that trade as the best. Oh, and there goes the ultimate and the first blood. Yeah. Nicely done. Don't know if it's actually first blood, but it's first blood in top lane. So I'm going to call it that. It seems it was at least the first kill on the team. Oh no. Enemy also has one kill. So I could have seen that from the gold, I guess. Because the first blood obviously gives 400 gold instead of 300. So they're going to try to assassinate this Gangplank, because Gangplank came in to get the lane a little bit, and there you go, getting a lot of damage done right off the bat. And Irelia is going to finish this off, I'm assuming, because there's nowhere he can run. Oh, they're going to get Udyr and then go for yeah, wow. Oh man, that was such fail on the enemy. Yeah, with the top laner not there, you should realize there's probably something coming up. By the way, that was really bad play on what's her name, Cassiopeia's part. She should not have been there. But they do pick up the blue buff because, well, if Morgana is in top lane, then you can pick up blue buff because she's not at blue buff. And yeah, Irelia just going on to farm. 1-0-2 now. That means that last team fight actually had 3 kills in it for their team, and it is now 3 versus 2. Well, no, it had 2 kills, never mind. It had 2 kills in it, and she was involved in both of them, because she already had a kill on the Udyr. So Udyr died twice now, meaning that he's not worth a whole lot anymore. And I'm guessing that Irelia still wants to know how much she's worth, because she is very aggressive, and obviously you can't do that because Irelia has some really nice tankiness to her, and still does a lot of damage. Especially the true damage is just too much to handle for most champions. And yeah, since it's true damage, nothing helps against it except for having more HP items. Basically, yeah, against physical damage you normally take armor, against magical damage you take magic resist, and against true damage you you take HP items. But yeah, since most of the champions nowadays go for HP, go for armor and magic resist items, the HP items are not on the menu anymore. And if they're not in your build, then you're going to have a lot of trouble with true damage, like what Irelia brings to the table. Yeah, normally armor and magic resist are a lot more efficient because they reduce the damage by a lot more. They basically increase your health pool by a lot more than the HP will, the HP items. But in general, it's the only way to go against true damage. Yeah, I really patiently waiting for the next minion wave to come in, not killing the minions like many would do, because Wickd knows that the Man Bear Pig has no way to kill the minions when they are this close to the tower, and even though she may lose some minions to the tower, the Udyr has no way to farm. So I'm guessing that in this combat, I guess, between Irelia and Udyr, it is definitely Irelia that comes out on top, because this Udyr is so afraid. And Irelia can always farm with her Q, of course. Well, she is going to take some damage for it, if there's an enemy champion, but yeah, she is such a strong champion. And yeah, well, Wickd is very good with Irelia. He's very well known for his Irelia play. And Irelia is one of those champions that take quite a bit of time to learn, because she can do such crazy tricks. She can do a whole lot more than just attack and run away. And yeah, pushing the lane here probably because he wants to go and buy some items. And yeah, leaving the minions to Udyr. And there we go. Going back. We're 12 minutes in already, so it's probably time for Dragon now. But wow, getting some nice items here right off the bat. That is crazy. Wow. So getting armor, magic resist and health, but also getting a wit's end. Oh, nice flash! But she's still going to die. Oh, the heal just enough to make that work. And Irelia is going to come in. And yeah, just now the Morgana placed down a ward, so they are going to see her come in. Yeah, she's been spotted. Only now they have no clue where she is, obviously, because who wards their own jungle? But they wisely fell back, and there's nobody coming. Anyway, top lane is now being pushed a little by Udyr, but yeah, they might trade Dragon for a turret here if they're not quick enough. No, and they're not, because it's 2 versus 3, and oh wow, Nunu getting caught with an oracles, and he might actually go down. Yeah, they do take him down, but Vayne dies for that. But well, it's not good, but it is okay, because well, they got an oracles. Oh wow, yeah, that was unfortunate to say the least. Irelia getting killed as well, so now it's a 2 versus 1 trade plus an oracles, and that is equal money. But yeah, the pushing power and the map presence of this the blue team, basically the enemy team, is way better. So they could have actually done dragon, and now they get another 1-for-1 trade, and it's 3 versus 2, making their map presence even stronger. But by now the champions are respawning. Oh, they lose 2 to Cassiopeia. Wow, that was so important. So now all of a sudden the purple team won the team fights. And the only one that was still alive through all of that on the enemy team was this Udyr, because he was in top lane for most of the fight. So only came down in the end, and using the ultimates to just delay Udyr some more farm, some more time in lane, and well, preventing him from going back. And are they going for dragon now? By now, yeah, they're all 5 of them are there. They know that Udyr, well, there's a good chance that Udyr went home. Because he wanted to teleport home. It doesn't mean that he actually did it. But yeah, they are going to... No, they're going to lose dragon here. Wow. At least I think they lost that dragon. Yeah, I'm not sure. They obviously they will have said that in the normal voice chat. But yeah, that was unfortunate. The Morgana stole it with their Q, even though they did have their jungler there. And what did he use his smite on, if not on the dragon? If it's not up for dragon? Or did he miss-smite it, or something like that? I don't know. It's... At least you know that the Q from Morgana doesn't do as much damage as the smite. So you should never get... Yeah, or give away the last hit on dragon just because she lands her Q. But here you see one more example why you should never jungle without smite, because then this happens. You cannot secure dragon, and obviously they didn't do it. Or they didn't secure it even with the smite, but that's a mistake. And you're going to lose every dragon against a decent team if you're if you don't have smite, because there are a lot of skills that do a good amount of damage that you cannot really prevent from hitting dragon. It's now 8-8 in the score. Irelia is 1-1. And it's kind of going okay for the team. The farm has been okay, at least on Irelia. She totally outlaned this Udyr. And Udyr doing the same trick that Irelia did before, trying to keep the lane pushed in his direction, not getting the minions, waiting for his own minion wave to come up. Or no, the enemy minion wave to come up to hold the lane back in his direction. So Irelia placing a ward while we see that bottom lane once again gets killed on the enemy team. Nunu once again dying, and Wickd very patiently waiting for Udyr to run back into the lane a little bit further. And yeah, apparently the patience was gone there, because he already missed the cannon minion and now is going for every minion one at a time, not staying in lane actually, and using the ultimates to finish off the rest, and going to do some damage on Udyr here, but not a whole lot. It's not like that was an attempt to actually do damage. It was more of a harassment, like, well, you're here now, let's just, well, put some damage on you. But the shield from Warwick, come on, from Udyr is really strong compared to the basic attack from Irelia. So there's not a whole lot she can do about that, and obviously Udyr has some lifesteal now. So by now Udyr is actually able to lane against her, and yeah, they are more equally matched now. I'm still not sure whether or not it is a good thing to have, but I mean, she only killed him once and she denied a lot of farm, but I'm not sure if that's enough. If he's now, yeah, well, it is. Apparently she can still do a lot of damage to him without taking any. And well, she did have a stun there, and for the next fight she will not have a stun. She will have a slow instead, because he is actually lower health than she is. But there's not going to be a next fight, it seems, because she's just going to kill the turrets. Well, obviously the minions are more important because they actually give you gold, and the tower can wait. They're going to pick up the minions whenever they're available. And there you go. Now going to get most of the turret, probably not the whole turret with these two minions, but I was going to tank the rest of the turret shots. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, the ultimate is up, so she might want to kill all the minions with the ultimate, but apparently not. Apparently we're just going to do them one by one and save the ultimate for whatever. Maybe for the next wave. The next wave is coming in already, and there you go. There's the ultimate coming out, killing all of the minions and easily pushing the lane a lot further than when she used the ultimate on the first wave, the wave that was already there. And now going towards the dragon, which is going to come up pretty soon. Not actually sure. They of course know when the dragon is up because, well, that's what they do. And there it is. So pink ward there for the enemy team. And now they have no ward up, so an easy dragon this time. And another pink ward. And Maokai is going to come in and kill that easily. Stealing the big golem there. Nicely done. And it seems that it's not a big deal, but that was, I think, 42 gold that you get and the opponent doesn't get. So that's 84 gold of a difference between this situation and the situation in which you didn't do that. And that is a big deal. That is a ward on the map that you can afford and the enemy cannot. And then you have still some left over for half healing potion. And in the meantime, while all of that was going on, Udyr is pushing top lane, but yeah, he is accompanied by a huge wave of minions and going to get the tower no problem. Obviously not pushing him further because he knows that someone is coming for him and wisely backs off, while Irelia just gets all the minions. Yeah, that was well played by Udyr, getting a turret for nothing basically. Because they did lose dragon, but they got a turret instead, so the gold amount is still pretty much the same. And yeah, losing top turret is not a big deal. It doesn't give the enemy a whole lot of extra space to maneuver or anything like that. There was still a ward up there, but they apparently didn't want to take it out. So Maokai just walking around with the Oracle and trying to find as many wards as he possibly can. And yeah, it is so hard to keep wards on the map once some tanky dude has an oracles. And especially the jungler, because, well, the junglers normally are very good at not being spotted in lane and not getting caught. Endgame, of course, this Maokai will be the one that engages in a team fight, and therefore will be the one that gets focused early in the team fight, and if he has oracles he will die because he is a high price target, and later on in the game when he has died like twice already, they're not going to focus him anymore unless he buys a new oracle. Oracle being Oracle's Elixir, which is why I use it as a single. Oracles sounds like it's a multiple. But it's actually, yeah, Oracle's Elixir, the elixir of the Oracle, whatever. You know the idea. It's an apostrophe S instead of an S for multiple oracles. Anyway, Irelia taking out a lot of minions up top and pushing the lane back into the enemy lane. Now going for Sheen and a red pot, yeah, a red elixir of fortitude I think it's called, giving her more health and more attack damage. Also they do have a pink ward at Baron, and the enemy has a green ward at Baron. So they might want to take that out just to make sure that the enemy has no vision there. And that's the exact placement of where pink ward should be for Baron, because then you can actually look in the back of the the thing where Baron is in. I'm not sure what it's called actually, but whatever. The Baron pit, I guess. Taking out all the minions except for the cannon minion, but the cannon minion only takes like 2 skills and then it's gone as well. So going for the Mercury strats here. Yeah, against Morgana that is always a good thing. Still amazed that they lost that first dragon that easily. Nunu also has a slow, of course, which Mercury strats is very useful against. That was bad English. But anyway, never mind that. I don't remember who else was there. Oh, Udyr, yeah, he has a stun, but the stun is very short. So for that, the 35% reduction doesn't really matter too much. And Maokai just continuing to tear down all of the wards that are there. Top lane is being pushed once again by a big wave of minions, and indeed Irelia going to go top to clean up these minions. So with the Sheen and later on the Trinity Force, Irelia does a lot of damage. Well, it's kind of a one-hit wonder. Now she's going to do a lot of damage on one skill, and that's probably going to be right after her Q. But it is not the best item damage-wise, so it is kind of, yeah, it does damage, but it's not a sustained source of damage because it's only once every 2 seconds, and you need to use a skill to actually, well, do the damage. Oh, the enemy knows they're probably doing Baron, so they come and check, and indeed they are. Throwing down a slow there from come on, Cassiopeia, and that was good enough to get to Udyr, because Udyr stayed in a little bit too long. The purple circle is slowing poison. And they take out the blue buff, not actually getting the Baron there, which is very interesting. And they turn around and do it anyway. They wanted to fake running away apparently. And there is Gangplank. Gangplank is now surrounded by two guys. Or from two sides, I wanted to say. And yeah, that was nicely done by Sona. Sona getting the ultimate off on two guys, and that was enough for them to take it out. They still don't have Baron, but every time they try, they get a kill. So far so good. They're just going to try it again, but now Cassiopeia is at low health, and they are still 4 versus 5, so, or maybe even more. I don't know how many kills they got. And finally they do get Baron. And they spread out to get the minions in the side lanes, as well as heal up. Cassiopeia is probably going to heal up. And Vayne is apparently going to buy some stuff. Mid lane is being pushed by some minions, not a whole lot. So the upcoming minion wave will take care of that. Sona apparently also going back to get some items. And yeah, this is quite a trophy. Getting this many minions just for free, that's really nice to have, obviously. And probably, no, not another ultimate coming out. Going to take out these minions one by one, and then the next wave is going to get the ultimate. And there we go. Taking down all of the minions, including the cannon minion. And oh, she's going to push in further because she knows that everyone expects her to back out, and that's why she can actually stay in. Because if no one thinks she's going to be there, then yeah, why actually go away? Nobody's going to come to save this turret. Getting some extra farm from the jungle, while top is being pushed a little bit, but Vayne is going to pick that up, no problem. You see by now there is no no laning anymore. A lot of people have some problems with that when people switch lanes like this in the end game or mid game, I guess. But yeah, once the team fight phase starts, you pretty much go into the lane where you need to go. And as Vayne, you need to have some farm. As Irelia, you need to have some farm. So you go to the side lanes every now and then to get all the minions that are there, and then you go back to wherever your team is. Or in the case of this Vayne, you push the lane until you reach where your team is. Because now the whole team is going to push this side lane, and once they've done that, they're going to take out this turret that is here. And there is not a whole lot the enemy team can do about that, because they are out of place. The Gangplank is all the way on the other side of the map, and he is going to take out a turret there, probably. But yeah, that turret, he's not going to take out the inhibitor. While this team might actually get a few kills here and get an inhibitor, because there is the Gangplank isn't here. So they get 3 kills for one, sorry. And yeah, they're going to take out this turret now. And after they have this turret, they're going to take out the inhibitor. Probably recall and kill the Gangplank, or at least stop the minions from pushing in. Or they might just end it right here. Yeah, they're going to apparently do that, because they know Gangplank needs to pull back. Oh, Irelia dying to the turret. Actually getting executed. So no damage done on her in the last 10 seconds. And they are actually going to take out both of these turrets. And probably oh, Vayne is still alive, so yeah, the Nexus is going down as well. So that was a pretty quick game, and I hope you enjoyed it. I know I think it was a pretty nifty game. But yeah, I will see you next time. GG.